All right, friends, we are getting ready to start our next math topic, which is topic 16 on coordinate grid geometry. So if you have ever played the game Battleship, you are already familiar with this topic. So if you've never played Battleship, or if you need a quick refresher, here's kind of the main idea. You plot little battleships on a grid, and then you try to sink the other opponent's battleships by yelling out what we call ordered pairs. You yell out like A7 or B2, and then you plot those points, and if you hit that person's battleship, it's a hit. And once you hit all of their little marks, then you've sunk their battleship. If you are familiar with that game, then you are going to have an easy peasy time with this math topic. So there's a couple things that we need to go over first, which is vocabulary. So I've got a coordinate grid here. You will notice that it looks like a big grid with boxes on it. There's lines that are intersecting with each other, and they're only positive numbers. So they're going from 0 to 15 on the bottom, and then 0 to 15 going up along the top. The first vocabulary word that you need to know is what we call in math the origin point. So the origin point is actually 0, 0. It's where those lines start. So I'm going to use a purple dot to show you where the origin point would be here. So it would be right here at 0, 0. So that's an important vocab word that we need to know. The other word that we need to know for this topic is the x-axis. So the x-axis is actually that, I'm going to go ahead and move this a little bit, make it a little bigger so you can see it. The x-axis is the bottom or horizontal row of the coordinate grid. So it's the numbers that are going from left to right. So it's hard to sometimes remember x-axis as that word. So once I show you y-axis, I'm going to tell you a little trick that my teacher used to teach me in high school to help me. So now we've got y-axis, which is, that's not perfectly even. The y-axis are these numbers that are going up and down. So the y-axis is what we call the vertical line there. So I was always taught that you crawl along the floor before you stand up and walk. So X, crawling, comes before the letter Y, standing up. So that's how I was always taught to remember X and Y. Now we've got to find out what this word ordered pair means. So an ordered pair is basically a dot or a point that we have plotted on this particular coordinate grid. So I'm going to use a star, okay? So I'm going to put a star right here. Oh, my goodness, that made it very large. Right here at this point of my coordinate grid. Now, one thing that kids seem to get confused on when it comes to coordinate grids is they sometimes don't understand if we're graphing the space or that square or if we're graphing where the points are. So we are always graphing where the lines intersect. So if I have this star ordered pair, which I'm going to copy over here as well, so that we remember that this is our shape that we're working with, that ordered pair, in order to read it, I would read the x-axis first, so how far over is that star from the origin point. Then I would read how far up did I have to go to get to that star. So again, crawling before we stand. So that star is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over from the origin point. So I would write that ordered pair like this. 6 is my x. And then how high up is my star? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I would read that star as an ordered pair of 6, 7. So I could either be giving you problems where you have a picture like that star and you tell me the ordered pair, or where I tell you the ordered pair and then we have to plot that point. So let's do one like that. So let's plot the points. Let's do 9, comma 15. And I'm going to plot that point using a shape. Let's do a heart this time. So if I'm plotting point 9, 15, oh, I don't want to do it right there. I'm going to go over 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then up 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So right here at the top. And then I'm going to put my heart there. Right there. So my heart shape would be at 9, 15. So today, as you are practicing your ordered pairs, it's important that you remember that X, or going over, comes before Y, standing up. Today, I would really encourage you to practice using IXL and not your practice page. And the reason for that is it's much easier to practice coordinate grids digitally, and that is how you're going to be exposed to them on the map test. So I am highly, highly, highly encouraging you to use IXL for your practice today. All right, I will see you in just a few minutes.